I just disembarked the all-new Disney adventure, and after spending 9 nights on board, I had the opportunity to try every single food option available. From main dining rooms to quick service grab-and-goes, to room service, to even a specialty dinner that cost me over $200. I tried it all, and in this video, I'm showing you everything. Now, with over 13 restaurants on board all serving different things, this video is going to be quite a long one as I share not only my thoughts on the food, but also share the overall experience inside the restaurants as well. We're going to organize the video with all the main dining rooms at the beginning, followed by the buffet for breakfast, upcharge specialty restaurants, room service, and finally quick service restaurants. Be sure to use those chapters and timestamps below to find anything specific you may be looking for. But with all of that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video of me trying all the food the Disney Adventure has to offer. Alright, here we are, Hollywood Spotlight Club, Deck 8 Act. Oh, look at that. Cool, cool, cool. First dinner of the cruise. I am so excited.
Hi,
hello.
welcome.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
What in the world? Look at this entrance. Okay, this is really cool. The glitz and glamour of Hollywood. Hello. Hello.
How are you?
Oh, I love it. Oh my gosh. What? Oh, wow. This is insane. So take a look at the table setup over here. I was about to say 1923 because this is the exact same table setup, like the same plates and forks and glasses and even bread basket. That's all 1923. Not a complaint. It's actually really nice and really smart, but I just can't get over how gorgeous this restaurant is. Look at these massive windows. Okay, so the menu has arrived for the Hollywood Spotlight Club. Let's go ahead and take a look inside. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the menu, and I apologize in advance for mispronouncing anything. So we have our appetizers over here, which include a sauteed maitake mushroom. We have fennel bartlett pear and soy salad. We have a porcini spice ahi tuna sashimi and a duck confit pastilla. Those two specifically are straight from 1923. We also have a burrata, which is also from 1923. We have a classic iceberg wedge, a Thai shrimp and pumpkin soup, as well as a roasted Roma tomato soup. Then we have our bread selection. Let's take a look at the entrees. We have Thai boat noodles, a roasted butternut squash risotto, chicken tikka masala, miso glazed Chilean sea bass, Moroccan spice roasted kabocha and calabaza. We have pepper filet mignon. We also have a slow-cooked vegetable curry, as well as a lobster salad, Hainanese chicken and rice, and banana leaf steamed filet of salmon. And then we also have our desserts over here, which include chocolate molten cake and ube creme brulee. We have a blueberry lemon Bavarian cream, and we have a strawberry shortcake sundae and a coconut tapioca pudding.
Soup to shore, hot water, wine we only like to serve. Try the great stuff, it's delicious. Don't believe me? Ask the dish.
Care to dance?
Oh, I'd love to!
You're real when you're free, just a day we ain't
While the candlelights are glowing, let us how you will keep going.
Horse by
One by one, children shout, and on by on.
Okay, so I know things are a little bit noisy in here, so I'm doing my best with the audio. This is actually my first time actually trying to use the audio with this, but first round has arrived, and let me go ahead and make sure I get this right. For an appetizer, I opted for the Thai shrimp pumpkin soup, and it has coconut milk, coriander, and lemongrass. So let's go ahead and give it a quick try. That's really tasty. Oh, and there is shrimp in here. You just gotta fish it out the bottom. But yes, this is really good. Okay, so appetizer number one, absolutely fantastic. It was really, really good, and it has a little bit of spice to it as well. So just be aware of that. There is a little bit of a kick, but honestly, not bad. Very solid start. Also, following that first introduction to the show, the characters do come off stage and start walking around. They're not doing proper meet and greets, they're just kind of doing a wave hello. So they're asking everyone to stay in their seats and not really stand up for photos. It's kind of like a hi and bye type of deal. Okay, so I'm not entirely sure how long these little walk around meet and greets are going to last for, because people don't really seem to understand the concept that it's kind of like a wave hello, and people are standing up and trying to get pictures with the characters. So the poor character attendants, they're working overtime with trying to get kids to sit down. So it's a nice concept, and I hope it sticks around, but the audience is not really understanding that they're supposed to stay seated. All right, our entrees have arrived, and guys, this looks incredible. So the first thing that I got is the banana leaf steamed fillet of salmon with steamed white rice and bok choy. Very different from what we've seen on Disney Cruise Line in the past. Love the presentation, definitely very Asian, but that's not what I'm most excited for. What I'm most excited for is the Thai boat noodles. Guys, look at this. It's got rice noodles, shrimp, chicken, tamarind, red chili pepper sauce, pickled shallots, eggs, roasted peanuts, and lime. Look at this presentation, guys. This looks absolutely incredible. It looks so good. I honestly can't wait to dig in. So I'll see you guys when I'm done, and I'll let you guys know what I think about it at the end. Okay, so let me go ahead and review the food real quick. That was hands down some of the best food I've ever had on Disney Cruise Line. The fish on its own was just okay. I was expecting a little bit more from the fish, so that's kind of but the boat noodles was incredible. Definitely one of the most flavorful dishes I've ever had on Disney Cruise Line, and I am so looking forward to getting it again. It is a little spicy, just be aware of that, but there's so many elements in there. The broth is so good. It's not overly spicy, which I definitely appreciate. Like, it's definitely spicy, but not overly spicy. So take it with a grain of salt as far as what your personal tolerance is for spice, but get the boat noodles. They're so good. And if you want to get the fish as well, just know that it's something that you would probably get on the lighter note menu. I expected a little more, but it wasn't anything special.
When Dukes of Maharajas passes holiday with me, I'd say the special word and then they'd ask me up to tea. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious.
time. You need to you and to me. And while our eyes don't lie, my friends, the galaxy. Have you ever wondered why you look up at the sky for answers? You don't have to look too hard. Here's where all your question marks. Trying to figure out just who you are. You are in the sky, in your front yard, in your heart, and in your stars. You really want to know just who you are. You're a star.
Okay, so desserts have arrived, and I opted for the ube creme brulee. This is something that I've never seen before. It's something that's specific to the adventure. I wanted to try something different, so let's go ahead and give it a try. The color is a little interesting, but you guys know that ube is purple. It's almost like a sweet potato. So let's go ahead and get a decent bite.
Some cherries on it. Yeah.
Oh my God, you weren't kidding.
It's really pretty.
Oh my God,
Let's see his leg.
that's so good.
Got it. Okay, everybody come out with.
It's incredible.
Coconut biscotti. I'm not sure if this is showing up
Get
on
this.
camera, but
Get this. And you know what's crazy? I didn't know if I was gonna like the ube, so I also got a Mickey bar as well, as a just in case. So now I have two awesome desserts. Okay, Hollywood Spotlight Club, I think is what this is called. What an incredible start to the cruise. Oh my God. The food already 10 out of 10. And to be honest, the food is what I was most anticipating for this ship because I just know that everything is going to be so different. The whole experience in there was absolutely incredible. I highly recommend that if you guys are, booking the adventure, you can request specific dinner rotations. Hollywood Spotlight Club, because that's the really big one with the big windows. And I think the Supper Club, the Navigators Club is the different version, and it's a little bit smaller. So just bear that in mind. Of course, on the next cruise, we're going to be showing you guys what the Navigators Club is going to look like. But still, just look at this hallway. This entrance alone is absolutely insane. They went hard on this restaurant. It is gorgeous, and I absolutely loved it. Oh my gosh, I didn't even notice these statues when I was walking in. Look at these. These are adorable. And there's like a whole wall full of them too. Like, look at this. There's so many of them. I love it. All right, here we are, Navigators Club for dinner. This is the opposite of the Hollywood Spotlight Club. So let's head on inside.
48, this will be desired.
We're 28.
28, yes, this will be desired. Hello.
Thank you. Hello, table 28.
28? 28.
Thank you. Hello, thank you. Wow. This is so interesting. Look at their costumes. Oh my gosh. We have another singer walking around over here. Okay, we have these two tables. Okay, excellent. Yes, please.
Where do you want to sit first?
Totally fine. I'll sit over there. Okay, so we've made it inside the Navigators Club, and take a look at this napkin that we have over here. Look at this. Unravel it. It's a map. What in the world? Let's see what it looks like all the way out. Take a look at this, guys. This is like a whole map of the world. We have North America, South America, the entire world. And look at all the different characters. Like over in Hawaii, we have Lilo and Stitch. That's so cute. And then there's Moana down here. Over in South America, we have Up. We have Tiana down in the bayou in Louisiana. We have Jack Sparrow in the Caribbean. Ariel in the Norway area. And is that Melody? No, that's Belle. Okay. I thought that was Melody. That's Belle in France. We have Raya over here in Asia. Over here we have the EAC featuring Nemo and Crush. Down here we have Tekka. There are so many little Easter eggs in here. This is awesome. And this is a napkin. Okay, so we sat down in the Navigators Club, and like I said earlier, this is the opposite rotation of Hollywood Spotlight Club. So the menu here is gonna be the same, but the restaurant looks drastically different. And you already saw it with the napkin that we have over here. It is crazy. And then we have maps and stuff on the ceiling, very reminiscent to the Cask and Compass lounge that we had on, I believe it was the Treasure. But yeah, this place is really nice, and there's going to be another show associated with this place as well. It's probably not going to be exactly the same as what we saw in the Hollywood Spotlight Club, but I'm going to show you guys as much as I can. Also, check it out, guys. We have started moving, setting sail on cruise number 2. All right, here we are inside the Navigators Club. I'm not going to show you guys what's in the menu because it is exactly the same as what we had at the Hollywood Spotlight Club. If you guys want to take a look at the menu, go ahead and go back to our Embarkation Day video on the last cruise.
Navi, did you hear that?
I sure did, Sue. It's time for a celebration to begin.
Everyone is found together, everyone is here. Travelers and navigators from far and near. Going somewhere we don't know. And we travel together, we make an adventure.
No matter how far we go. Explore. We've never done that before. Such a wonderful chance to take part in the land. It's not so strange anymore. And no matter what there's galore. There's so much we can do. There's always one escalate more. Let's go exploring. It's a rare story. Every small step has to go far. The sky will dreams and take crossings. Our journey will open the door. Let's go explore.
Please give us more about the Florida adventure seekers. Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, Donald Duck, and Daisy Duck.
Across the breeze.
Hello, everyone. Oh, gosh, it sure is great to be at the Navigators Club.
Let's take a trip and explore. No, we've never done that before. With a pack by your side, there's no reason to hide. So let's take a trip and explore.
Let's go exploring. We're racing, we're soaring. With every meander, we find our way home. It's time to set sail, so roll on to your rails. Our work's just to get till we go. Let's go explore.
Especially you, Donald. Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Daisy, would you do us the honor of taking a spin around the club and waving hello to our new friends?
Of course. There's no place we'd rather be.
All right, everyone, be sure to give a wave and a salute as our special friends say alive.
And there are more surprises to come, so be sure to stick around.
You don't want to miss a moment at the
Navigators Club!
I know.
Okay, so we just completed the little pre-show for Navigators Club, and I'm going to go ahead and steal what my friend Donnie said. This is the closest thing to coriander and sage that we're going to get on the Disney Adventure, because it's very adventure vibes, and it's like, let's set sail for discovery, you know what I mean? And very similar to the Hollywood Spotlight Club, you can see behind me, the characters are going to go around and wave hi to all the tables. So again, they're not doing meet and greets, stay seated, don't go up to them, they're just there to wave hello to all the tables. So we went ahead and placed our order. I did get a couple of things that are different from the first time we were here, so I'm excited to show those off to you. But yeah, this place is really, really nice. It's very different from the Navigators Club, but it's still yet to be determined as to whether or not which one's better. My heart says right now the Hollywood Spotlight Club's going to be better, but we'll see.
Oh my god, yeah, don't tell Donald.
Or Mickey.
Okay, so the appetizers have started to arrive. I opted to get the sauteed Miyataki mushrooms. This has sesame artichoke puree, baby Malabar spinach, mushroom dashi, and a citrus vinaigrette. I can't remember if this dish specifically is from 1923 or if it can be found anywhere else. It sounded unique enough to me, so let's go ahead and give it a try because I love mushrooms, and I fear that this dish would put Carrie into a coma.
An hour later, all the meat.
It's nothing spectacular. It's just very mushroomy, which is to be expected because it's pretty much all mushrooms. So if you enjoy mushrooms, then you're definitely going to like this. Just know that it's not going to blow your mind.
Oh no.
It's actually really dry, so that duck died.
That in vain.
Poor Donald.
Uh-oh.
So one of my favorite items from the Hollywood Spotlight Club was actually the Thai shrimp pumpkin soup. I went ahead and got it again. It's absolutely fantastic. You have some couple of giant pieces of shrimp in here. It's so, so good. Definitely don't skip this soup. Okay guys, so the entrees have arrived and I got two completely different things. So the first thing that I got is the roasted butternut squash risotto. It's got sage, leeks, spinach, and toasted hazelnuts. Looks really nice. I'm a big fan of risotto, so I hope that this is really good. And then next up, I also got the miso glazed Chilean sea bass. It has bok choy, sushi rice, and Napa cabbage kimchi. Both of these plates look incredible. I really love the presentation and colors of the sea bass, so I really can't wait to try this. I'm gonna go ahead and dig in and I'll let you know what I think at the end.
That makes us so happy to hear. Navi and I wanted to make this place one where you and your family and friends can make memories that last a lifetime.
Well, the place to be when you're dining at sea.
Oh, it's definitely the place to be, especially with your sweetheart, Don. We're all lucky to be here, especially with such a wonderful host.
Why, thank you, Minnie. It's easy to host when we're all together and the club is filled with new friends.
Being together and making new friends is my favorite thing about travel. I love to hear, and I think you'll agree. Every navigator joined in harmony, and I'm so proud of one and all. Sharing all your stories is so magical, and you know what makes adventure even more magical? It's the friends we gather when we travel. That's what I love.
Oh, Mickey, that's me unicorn.
Gosh, looking around the Navigators Club, seeing everybody together.
Families and loved
Old
ones.
friends and new ones too.
Oh, boy, is it ever something to see. We see the sights and we hear the sounds. There's so much beauty that can be found. And every story that we bring starts a new adventure, so we sing. There's something for everyone. That's more than enough. It's the friends we gather when we travel. That's what I love.
Attention navigators, no matter if you're sitting to the east, west, north, or south, grab your ship's wheels and join us in the Navigators Club Super Spectacular Send-Off for
Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about the food here at Navigator Club and my thoughts overall on this restaurant. So, the meal, like the main entrees, the risotto was okay. It wasn't terrible, but I feel like the rice had a little bit too much of a crunch to it, so it was definitely a little undercooked. I would have liked to done just a little bit more, and just a little bit more salt on it would have been absolutely perfect in my opinion. But the star of the show was that sea bass. Oh my God. That is hands down the best seafood dish I've ever had on DCL. That was incredible. I wish I had a second plate of that, to be completely honest with you. So hopefully on the next cruise, I'll be able to order that again. And then, of course, I had to end things off with the ube creme brulee. You guys already know from the first cruise. Absolutely fantastic. Crowd favorite of the table. Most people got it at the table. It is that good. Definitely do not skip the ube ice cream. Navigators Club overall, it's okay. It's definitely nowhere near as impressive as the Hollywood Spotlight Club. So immediately, I'm recommending that you make the rotation request for Hollywood Spotlight Club because that's got the bigger show, the much nicer venue, and the whole experience overall is just better. Like, I'm not saying that this place is terrible, so if you have it, you're still gonna have a good time, but it loses points for the napkin waving. I absolutely hate the napkin waving. The parade around with the characters is fine. The napkin waving, I just hate it. But anyways, overall, still a fantastic experience here at the Navigators Club. It's definitely different. You're just gonna have to make your decision based off of what you desire more in a restaurant. And I'm hoping that these videos are doing a great job at helping you compare. So one last thing that I want to note about the Navigators Club is that on your app, it'll tell you your table number, and it'll say either Mickey side or Minnie side. When you're down here, look for either Mickey or Minnie, and that's how you know what side you'll be entering from. All right, so we have made it to our table at the Enchanted Summer Restaurant, and we are on the Maximus side. Let's go ahead and take a look at the menu. Look at that, it's very shimmery. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a quick look at the menu. For small plates, we have a pork and shrimp shumai, green papaya salad, as well as a summer roll. We have a porcini sacchetti, there you go, making an appearance from Animators Palate over in the States. We have sliced bresaola. We also have a baby gem salad, a hot sour soup, and a French onion soup. Then we also have our bread selection over here with matcha marble. Very interesting. On the opposite side, we have our entrees, and we have a shiro maru. We also have a chicken shahi korma. We have a gemli bolognese. We also have a sesame halloumi filo parcels. Then we also have a seared verlasso salmon fillet, a roasted prime rib of beef. We have bangan barta, as well as a mango chicken salad and a Hainese chicken and rice. And then for desserts, we have our white chocolate bread pudding, a lemon Thai basil tart, orange almond cake, chocolate fudge sundae, and a coconut rice pudding. Okay, so I just had my appetizers over here at the Enchanted Summer, and I started off with the summer roll, which has shrimp, glass noodles, coriander, cucumber, basil, bib lettuce, toasted sesame seeds, and a hoisin soy dipping sauce. That one was just okay. Without the sauce, that basically tastes like air. It's nothing. It's not something that I would really get again, but if that's something that you're into, you're a vegetarian, you want to go ahead and try that. Actually, not vegetarian, that's not listed on vegetarian. But anyways, if you're into something a little bit healthier, then go ahead and get that. But what really stuck out to me was the pork and shrimp shumai, and it's got tobiko, black rice vinegar, and chili oil. It was actually really tasty. Little on the fishy side, but not overly fishy, so it was a tasteful amount of fish. And I also liked the little caviar on top as well. That one was really good and definitely more on the Asian side. So if you're looking for something a little more adventurous, get that. Okay, so the entrees have arrived, and I opted for the shiramaru, which has tonkatsu pork broth, egg noodles, pork belly, chasu, sesame, kakurage, and oyster mushrooms, menma, and spring onions. So it's basically like a ramen, but not really like a ramen. I can't wait to try that. And then I also opted for the chicken shahi korma. It's got fenugreek Greek yogurt, cashew, jasmine rice, riata, mint chutney, and naan. So it's basically another Indian option. And I love how at every restaurant during every night there's a different Indian option on the menu. It's actually really cool, and it's nice that they cater to an Indian audience. Even though there's not particularly too much of an Indian audience on this particular cruise, still a nice option to have. I'm going to go ahead and dig into this, and I'll let you know what I think at the end.
It'll connect,
Wait,
right?
what if
It'll
you
do
pick
this.
somebody's mic in the bathroom?
Hot mic.
Will it?
Wait, I'm already recording, dude.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait.
All right.
Okay, wait.
All right.
Hello, Adrian.
miss you. You're in the restroom now.
Adrian's the best.
Yay.
Everybody
Like, subscribe.
Back to back.
Bell for notifications.
Smash that like button.
Smash the membership button.
Yeah, do it.
Highest tier.
Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about the entrees that I had real quick. So the Indian dish that I had was actually very tasty. It had a little bit of spice to it too, which was absolutely perfect. So I would definitely get that again. The ramen type dish, it was okay. I expected a little bit more. It definitely needed some type of other seasoning in it. I was a little disappointed in that. So if you're expecting ramen from like Ichiran or something of that flavor from Japan, you're definitely not going to get it there. So just bear that in mind if you are wanting to try it. Definitely the next cruise I'm going to be trying something else on the menu, but it was okay. So for dessert, I ended up with the white chocolate pudding, and it was okay, just like always. Nothing else on the dessert menu really stood out to me as something that I absolutely had to get, so I just went for the safe option and got the bread pudding. It was all right. I've had it plenty of other times on other Disney ships. Nothing really special about it. If you like it, great. If not, oh well, there's always the Mickey bar that you can go for. And in all honesty, this restaurant is the least exciting of the bunch that we've been at. So if there's ever a way to figure out what your rotation is going to be, plan your Palo around this restaurant. All right, it is time for dinner. Let's head on inside. Animators Table. All right. Thank you. Hello. Oh my gosh. Hello. Thank you. Hello. Hello. Oh, this is so pretty.
It's a very colorful dining.
Wow. Holy cow. This is different. Hello.
I watch you on YouTube all the time.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Hello.
How are you?
Doing well, how are you? All right, all the friends are here.
Okay, we can choose. This side.
I'll sit right here. All right, we have made it to Animators Table, and take a look at that. We get to do animation. So at the end of the dinner, something special is going to happen. All right, we just received the menu for Animators Table. Let's go ahead and check out the inside. Okay, so let's take a look at the small plates. We have a Korean barbecue beef steamed bao, rice noodle salad, a dragon roll. We also have chicken satay, hearts of palm. We have a romaine heart Caesar salad and a wonton soup. We even have a Molokai corn and taro chowder. Then we have our bread selection down here. So far, nothing really sticking out to me, because normally during second night Animators Palate, it would be labeled as Malaysian chicken satay, but this one's a little different. So I'm excited to possibly try that. Let's go ahead and take a look at the entrees. We have laksa. We also have some butter chicken, some pan-seared scallops, tofu poke. We have pan-seared branzino filet. We have a beef tenderloin as well as a vegetable kurma. Then we have a soy roasted duck and papaya salad, a Hainanese chicken and rice again, and then we also have banana leaf steamed filet of salmon. So yeah, that must be your lighter notes, the Hainanese chicken and rice and the filet of salmon. Anyways, we have for our desserts, almond pear tart. We have salted caramel cheesecake, chocolate decadence, the famous cookies and cream sundae, I love that, and then the cappuccino mousse. Okay, so everybody else at the table has already mentioned this, but the famous painting knife is gone. They did not bring that over onto the adventure, so the classic Animators Palate painting butter knife, it's gone. It's because they knew people like Brian would steal it.
No, I bought mine legit.
Oh, you bought yours legit?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Secondhand.
Ah, okay, gotcha,
No
gotcha,
proof
gotcha.
either way.
No proof either way.
I have a receipt. I have a receipt. No.
So a couple things that I noticed about this restaurant. Number one, the layout is so weird. There's a bunch of different rooms in this supposedly big space. And in this particular room that we're in, we feel like we're in our own little private restaurant. It doesn't feel like we're in a big main dining room, which I really much so appreciate, because a main dining room that's big and open, it can get pretty overwhelming pretty easily with all the people talking. There's so much noise around. Whereas now we feel like we're in our own little space, which is awesome. Another thing that I want to point out that I also just noticed is the little accent light on the wall is a paintbrush. I really like that detail. That's cool. And then like the other cutout frames in the windows are like, it looks like a picture frame. The holes in the wall looks like a picture frame. That's really nice as well. All in all, like so far, first impressions of Animators Table, fantastic. I love it.
Oh
my gosh.
Oh, hiya, folks.
Look at this.
Oh, gosh. Thanks for all the great drawings. These are just what I need to whip up a little animation magic. I'll be back later, but right now, we invite you to sit back and relax as the dining room proudly presents
your dinner.
So if you guys are familiar with the Night 2 rotation of Animators Palate, this whole setup is pretty much exactly the same as far as entertainment is concerned, where you do the drawing on the piece of paper and then the video screens around the restaurant are going to cycle through footage of food from Disney movies, and then it'll culminate with the drawing finale. Okay, so my appetizer has arrived. I opted for the dragon roll. It's spicy tuna, freshwater eel, avocado, and unagi sauce. If you guys know me, I am a hoe for sushi, so let's go ahead and give it a try. And I was particularly intrigued by the unagi, so.
Soft chicken dumplings, chicken broth.
Very, very tasty. Not the best sushi I've ever had in the world, but pretty gosh darn tasty. Okay, so my next appetizer has arrived, and I opted for the wonton soup. I'm really trying to diversify what I get on this cruise and go for all the unique Asian options. So far, it looks pretty decent. The reviews on the wonton soup on the rest of the table are pretty mixed, so let's go ahead and at least try the broth first. The broth is not the best. Let's get one of the wontons. Yeah, the wonton soup definitely isn't the greatest. Honestly, the wonton soup that I can get from the Chinese place around the corner at my house is better. Not a bad attempt, but yeah. It's okay. I would definitely skip this. Okay, my entrees have arrived. I opted for the laksa lemak. It's got prawns, taupak, and laksa leaf and chili. So this is going to be a little bit of a spicy soup. This was something that I really wanted to try pre-cruise. Never had the opportunity, so I'm definitely going to try it from someplace post-cruise. But let's go ahead and try it now. It is going to be a little bit spicy, so let's just go ahead and try the broth. Definitely tasty. The broth is definitely very tasty. And then I also ordered the butter chicken. It's got garam masala, cilantro, jasmine rice, paratha, and riata. So let me just go ahead and try the chicken because that's the most important thing. Pretty good as well. Not the best butter chicken I've ever had, but definitely pretty solid. If you're in the mood for butter chicken or something along those lines, you're definitely going to enjoy this.
That one? That's literally yours. That's literally yours.
Oh my gosh.
Why are people laughing? Why are people laughing?
Ah, there mine is.
Courtney, we're together.
Ninja Turtle. Okay, so I never actually got to show you guys my masterpiece before it got sent off to the animation studio. But yeah, this is my little dude. Barely any hair, just like me. He's married, just like me. Don't ask me about the circles on the shirt. I'm calling it a jawbreaker. That's what it looks like. Yeah, not bad at all. We got the official seal of approval over here. Not bad at all. Before we head on out of here, I do want to point out some of the details in the carpet. Like, take a look at the pencil and the sorcerer hat. We also have Mickey over here as well. Very, very cool details. I love it. Also, I am 100% loving the Hunchback of Notre Dame representation that we have over here. All right, we have made it to Deck 5 Aft, and we are getting ready to head on inside Animators Palate. This is the opposite restaurant to Animators Table. Let's head on inside. Hello, 28.
28.
Other side? Okay, thank you. Okay, we're going to the other side. Okay. This restaurant is pretty similar to Animators Table. Oh my gosh, it's the otters. Now I just need to find my table. Yeah, pretty gosh darn close, not gonna lie. Hey! Oh, thank you. Thank you.
We washed our hands immediately after. But so we bought 2 packs and she's like, oh, I don't know how to bring it up.
Okay, so we made it inside Animators Palate. Here's a quick look at the outside of the menu. I'm not going to be going through the menu in detail in this video because it is exactly the same as Animators Table. So a couple of videos ago, we were over there. Feel free to go back to that one and take a look. One menu I am going to show you guys in detail, though, is the kids menu for Animators Palate. Let's go ahead and turn it around and take a look. Look at these options. We have creamed potato soup and a garden salad. We have chicken katsu. We also have crisp vegetable spring rolls and a Hawaiian barbecue chicken pizza, as well as mini cheeseburgers. We have our healthier options over here, which includes grilled chicken and a whole wheat spaghetti pasta. And then we have our desserts, which include a chocolate dome and ice cream. So something I didn't mention during this cruise is that, I'm taking it now, but the bread over here on this ship is so soft and so fresh and so good. I feel like on the other ships, I always get bread that's been like made 5 hours ago and isn't really soft and just like crumbles and falls apart.
I'm only gonna turn it
It's
down.
so good here.
Now that's what I call a colorful entrance. Oh, hi, folks. Oh, gosh. Thanks for all the great drawings. These are just what I need to whip up a little animation magic.
So something fun that you guys can buy on the Disney Adventure and the gift shops are these little blind box pins. So you have the opportunity to collect all of these. That is wild. My friends were kind enough to give me a couple. So you can see this one has Anna and Elsa. It says Disney Adventure. And then there's also a Lady and the Tramp one. It's really cute. If you're into blind boxes, this is definitely for you. Okay, so the appetizers have arrived. I opted for only one appetizer today because I'm still kind of full from Mike and Sully's, but I opted for the chicken satay. This is something that I didn't get on the last cruise. I'm excited to try it now. I'm very curious to see how it compares to the chicken satay that's featured on the second night of the Animators Palate menus on 7-night cruises. We'll see. Okay, so our entrees have arrived, and we saw on the kids menu they have chicken katsu, so we went ahead and ordered that. This one I did not order. He just accidentally brought an extra one, but I just want to point out how every single person here has a children's plate in front of them. We all ordered off the children's menu. This is too funny. I cannot believe we did this. You gotta wonder, do you think the servers have ever seen a table full of adults all order off the kids menu?
Probably not.
Today's the day.
It's absolutely wild. We all just wanted to try something different because the menus are the same. Oh my God.
Somebody missed
Now it's a feast.
I just leave it here.
Yes, no problem. Thank you.
Donnie, there has to be a photo.
Oh my God, thank you. Thank you. Oh my God, thank you.
2 of my favorite things.
Hold it.
Thank you.
Thumbnail.
Get more ranch.
Wait, I gotta film it now.
Love it.
Wait, you're dumping the ranch on the bread?
AI the ranchin'.
Oh.
Wait.
It's all the way
I love how people are like tracing the example.
Yeah. Hey, that's mine with the knife. That's mine with the knife.
Oh my god.
Oh, look at Mickey over there.
Oh, the little green man, that's so cute.
Look for the spots. Yeah.
You ain't never had a friend, never had a friend. You ain't never had a friend, never had a friend. You ain't never had a
Okay, so we got our drawings back, and I can finally show you mine. I decided to do a little and make a Freddy Fazbear. All right, desserts have arrived. I opted for something basic, and I just got the cookies and cream sundae that you can normally get at Animators Palate on the first night. Okay, so everybody pretty much at the table got a Mickey premium ice cream bar, and I think it's because we all ordered kids' meals. Okay, so we're making our way out of Animators Palate right now, and a fun detail I wanted to point out on the floor is all the film reels. So Animators Table upstairs is mostly about like the animation and the drawing, and I feel like Animators Palate is more about the films. So you can see like the film reels up top and the studio lighting, and then you have all the reels on the bottom. Let's go ahead and make our way inside the Pixar Market Restaurant. Look at that. And then over here we have the hours. So breakfast is going to be available from 7 a.m. to 10:45, lunch from 12 to 2, and then we have dinner. But that's actually like a dining rotation. Like this turns into an actual dining rotation. It's not an actual buffet dinner, so don't get your hopes too high. Okay. Let's see what we got. Place is already looking nice, very reminiscent of Marceline Market. All right, now that I have washied, let's go ahead and take a quick tour of the restaurant and see what food is available. Already this place is looking huge. Good lord, it goes all the way the heck down that way. So I'm probably not going to be able to show you guys absolutely everything, but we have some croissants over here. Looks like we have our fruit and oats down yonder that way. Nothing super exciting yet. Hello, good morning. We have eggs, we have noodles, we have Mickey waffles, we even have steamed broccoli and some egg rolls. Oh my gosh, we have buns. Heck yeah. Wow, that looks so good, thank you. And then, what is this station? Oh, it's a kanji station. Okay, so we have different kanji over here, plain and ginger chicken. And then we have our kanji toppings over here, which is cool. Hello, good morning. Doing well, how are you? We of course have our classic eggs Benedict. We have sausages, asparagus, we have hash browns. We even have turkey bacon and grilled tomatoes. We have ham cheddar and chive quiches. Some more eggs over here, classic bacon. We even have some potatoes, some more sausages, eggs, what is that, mushrooms, and then we have some corned beef hash and some more croissant sandwiches. More fruits down yonder this way. What do we have over here? Thai omelet?
Omelet, yeah.
Interesting. And what's this over here?
That is a chicken curry, sir.
Chicken curry, okay, interesting. With some rice.
Have you ever seen blue rice before, sir?
I have never seen blue rice before.
First time in my life to see blue rice.
That is definitely interesting. Coconut fragrant rice.
From Star Wars.
Very interesting. And then we have some more seasoned chicken over here and some eggs. They're hard-boiled eggs. That's cool. Ooh, we even have some satay. Look at that. Satay, noodles, kaya toast, there's no way. Oh my gosh, there's kaya toast, that is wild. We even have some French toast over here and some Mickey waffles. Then we have our topping stations for the waffles. And then we have oatmeal over here with an oatmeal station. We have pancakes, French toast, kaya toast, waffles. On the opposite side over here, we have a bunch of our danishes and donuts and fruits. So the buffet continues on down this way, even farther towards the aft of the ship. Let's see if there's anything different back here. And yep, there's different stuff. I'm assuming these are potatoes with eggs. We have potato stuffed. We have more rice, more Mickey waffles. We have naan, usal, and we have upma. Not entirely sure what that is. We have appam, chicken curry, and plain basmati rice. We have some more egg options over here, including steak, if that's something that you're interested in. And then this is the omelet station. So you have all your toppings over here. You can fill out your egg order and they will deliver it to your table. Moving further on down. Good morning, how are you?
I'm doing excellent. How are you, sir?
Doing fantastic, thank you.
Nice. Enjoy your breakfast.
Thank you so much, I appreciate it. So we have some mango mountain hike, was probably a smoothie, and then we have some fruit yogurts over here, and then we have some more, what was that, granola yogurt, oatmeal, and berries. Some healthier options. We have our cold cuts over here, in case you guys are curious, and yes, they do have salmon. We have some more bread options and some more pastries over here. Wow, this place is massive. Good Lord, it's huge. So that's the corner over here. Let's go ahead and explore more down this way. Looks like we have our turning red section over here. Look at the lanterns up top and all the artwork. That's something that I haven't pointed out yet in this restaurant. It's like original concept art as well. This is insane. I love this. Turning red is actually turning into one of my favorites, actually. Oh, and you can see we have our drink stations over here with all the usuals that I saw yesterday. We even have Tropical Splash Apple, Cranberry Juice Cocktail, and Orange Juice. We have milks over here, whole milk, honey. We have hot water stations and some coffee. Not bad. We even have our boiling water over here. Really nice. Look at that, Monsters University. I like the football helmet. Really, really cool. And then we have the scare game roster. That's really cool. And then I think the last section I'm going to highlight for you guys is the cars section. It looks like the buffet repeats on the opposite side as well. Let's see what kind of artwork we have over here for cars. Oh, look at that. Dynaco, we have the Piston Cup. Interesting. It's very busy in this section, so I'm going to go ahead and turn around. Okay, so now that we've established that this place is absolutely massive, let's go ahead and get some food. Okay, breakfast has been served. I have some hash browns, some noodles, eggs. I, of course, got a Mickey waffle. I have a bun over here. Cinnamon roll, some steak. I have some kaya toast underneath here. I got some chicken. I have some of the blue rice and a bun. I am so excited to try all of this. Of course, I have some classics, but I wanted to try a lot of the newer options. And I'm sat at the very back of the ship with a pretty good view of Wayfinder Bay. Take a look at that. Incredible wake view. Okay, so let's go ahead and try just a couple of these options. First of all, the noodles. I think they have a little bit of chicken in there. Noodles are pretty good. Nothing too spectacular. Let's try the kaya toast. Pretty good. Pretty good. Not as good as what I had in Vivo City, but it's still pretty gosh darn good. I have some like Indian chicken over here. Definitely very flavorful. I am a fan. Let me try this blue rice. Definitely has the coconut flavor, as advertised. And then last but not least, the bun. This one was a pork bun, so they have pork, chicken, and custard buns. I'm very curious about the recipe for the Mickey waffles. I believe it's the same recipe. So overall, pretty solid start to breakfast. One thing to note about this restaurant is that the walkways can get pretty narrow towards the back. Not so much up front over there, but towards the back it can get pretty narrow. So it'll bottleneck pretty easily, so just be aware of that. Okay, so a little bit of a pro tip when it comes to breakfast on board the adventure, at least here, well, actually anywhere, because we saw it yesterday, have breakfast as early as possible. Try not to go during the peak hours at the end of the night, because right now it's going on 10:30 and there are no tables available. We almost did a full lap of the restaurant, couldn't find any tables, and then the problem is that there's not enough crew staffed up here to clear out done tables fast enough, you know what I mean? So, like, there were a bunch of tables that were technically empty, but they just had a bunch of plates and stuff on them that hadn't been cleared yet by crew. They're doing their absolute best, and they are rock stars for doing what they do. But the problem is that we tried to wait patiently for a table that was in the process of being cleared. You know, we didn't want to intrude on the crew members' space as they were trying to do their job and clean the table. But as we were patiently waiting, another local family from around this area of the world came in and just immediately started putting their stuff down at that table as it was in the process of being cleared. So you got to be a little assertive here. You can't go into it with the same kind of polite mindset. If you see a table, you just got to go for it and just claim it, and you know, they'll clean it when they clean it, or you just got to pick the plates up yourself and move it over to the designated area. Because normally on a cruise you can just leave your plates at the table and the crew will be in like within a matter of a minute to clean it up. Here it's a little bit different, so just bear that in mind and be a little patient. It also helps if you're in a bigger group and you divide and conquer. Alright guys, it is time for the ultimate test. We have the Churro Mickey waffles from Singapore. Now my friends have already said that they taste different and they're not as good as what's in the States, so I'm gonna go ahead and put it to the test myself. Let's see. I will admit it's a little more cakey than what we have in the States, but it's still just as good. Oh my gosh, I don't know what my friends were talking about. Maybe they got a bad batch or something, but these are delicious. 10 out of 10, definitely. Still very happy that I get 2 more days of this. So I also made the ultimate vlogger sin of not showing you my plate before I actually ate. So you can see I have the Churro Mickey waffles, I have some eggs, hash brown. I actually found a biscuit, I'm gonna try that. I also have some of the blue rice from yesterday. And then I chomped down on my chicken satay before I could show you guys. But also, check out this fun little kids plate. It's Pixar themed. You can see it's got the Luxo ball and the little lamp thing. It's really cool. All right, guys, it is sometime later, and we have made our way down towards Wayfinder Bay, past Discovery Reef, and we are heading on inside Palo Trattoria for dinner. Final night of this cruise. The gang is all here. How's it going? Hello. All right, we've made our way inside Palo, and as I suspected, we are making our way upstairs.
It's a little bit chill here, but
I like it.
I mean, there is no one else up here right now.
That's true.
So it is exclusive. Oh, are we getting the party table?
We're getting the VIP table? Wow.
Oh my gosh.
it's gonna be our table tonight. Please.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.
I did not expect us to be in here. Holy cow.
So cool. Are you serious?
Wow.
What a way to end the cruise.
Yeah, this is amazing.
So the movie, if you didn't watch it, it's a mandatory homework to do so. The movie is so sweet, and I actually watched it even way before I figured out that the Palo is going to have a layout upon it. We are happy to move the whole layout from the Wish class that was kind of a French, more than Italian Riviera, but now we are going to a beautiful Italian story, and I just want to remind you about how wonderful it was for them to have fun achieving these 3 different challenges, so they can buy the Vespa and finish their dreams. So they had to ride the bicycle, they had to swim, they had to eat the pasta, and again I would like you to help Luca and Alberto as well as Julia in finishing the last content, and that's eating beautiful pastas as well as the dishes from this menu. In front of you is our wine list, which absolutely changed. So we have a total new wine list as well as the new cocktails, a couple of them from the other and the previous list, but still a lot of new ones which I really recommend you to check on and to maybe try to open the night with, definitely. We do also have a 0 proof ones for the ones who are not having and enjoying alcohol. You're really gonna enjoy those flavors of the 0 proof cocktails that we prepared as well here. And I'm gonna prepare you water if you have any questions about other drinks. Just like
Okay, so we have been seated inside Palo Trattoria on the second floor, and as you guys saw, we have the private table. I was about to say there's literally no one else up here, but there is another couple that is over there by the railing, but we are in the private room and it is absolutely phenomenal. I was expecting the menu to be exactly the same as what we saw in the rest of the Disney Cruise Line fleet, but no, it is pretty different. There are quite a few new menu items. I'm not going to go through and list every single thing, but you guys that are veteran Disney cruisers can easily spot what's new. So I'm definitely going to try a couple things that are new while trying a couple of, you know, classic favorites like the burrata. I'm definitely going to be going for the burrata as well. But yeah, I'm very excited to be here. I'm excited to have a good meal, and I'm so ready to just dine and enjoy the final night that I have with my friends. Okay, so our amuse-bouche has arrived, and not to worry guys, it is the exact same as what you find on the other ships. It is so good. It is the gnocchi on the bed of porcini mushroom sauce. Let's go ahead and dig in. I am so excited for this. I'm so happy that they kept it the same as on the other ships. Okay, so we have finished our amuse-bouche, and now they have brought out the bread. It is exactly the same bread as what you have on the other ships as well. We have the garlic pizza bread. We also have the flat cheese things, and then the ones, the bread ones. I don't know what to call them. They have a proper name. But yeah, exactly the same bread as what we have on the other ships, which is a good start. All right, appetizers have arrived, and I, of course, had to get the classic burrata. You guys already know how much I absolutely love the burrata, but I'm docking points because the cheese is cut. On a lot of the other ships, the cheese isn't, but they started doing this on the Wish class, and I absolutely hate it. Half the fun is cutting into the burrata and having it fall apart. So they are losing points for that, but it should still taste exactly the same. It looks almost exactly the same. Let's go ahead and dig in, guys. Okay, so I just finished having my appetizer, the burrata, just as delicious as it normally is. I feel like the balsamic vinaigrette wasn't as thick as it normally is, so it didn't have the same potency, which is a little bit of a shame, but it still tasted fantastic. And then Peter was gracious enough to purchase the rigatoni for the table, which is a shareable portion, and it came in this big pan. It was my first time having it, and it was actually really, really tasty. The sauce was a little sweet, and it had some ground beef in it. Honestly, not bad at all. Not bad at all. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the entrees have arrived, and I wanted to get something a little different, and this is something that's only found on this menu. This is the Pure Blood Sanchoku Wagyu beef, and this has an MBS rating of 8+, and that's kind of like a marbling score. So I got the 230-gram strip loin, and this was $60 on its own. And I also got the truffle thyme Barolo Jew. And then I also opted for the pak cherry. They called it slap pasta. And they said it's something that's exclusive to the adventure, and it looks really interesting. I wanted to give it a try, so I have that. And then for a side, I also opted for the cavatappi pasta and cheese, basically the mac and cheese that you can get at any other Palo. But everything looks and smells amazing. I'm hearing some decent reviews so far from the other gentlemen at the table who also have this steak. So let's go ahead and give it a try. I will say the steak that I had at Mike and Sulley's yesterday was amazing. I don't know if this is going to be as good or better. Let's go ahead and give it a try on its own. The steak is actually really, really good. But is it better than the one at Mike and Sulley's? I don't know. My gut feeling says no. I think the one that we had at Mike and Sulley's is a little bit better, but that's not to say that this is bad, because this is a damn good steak. Just know that the portion size is small, as is to be expected with most Wagyu steaks, but it's still very, very good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, desserts have arrived, and we have something that is brand new that can only be found on the Disney Adventure, and we have a new souffle. It is the limoncello souffle. So it comes with the same vanilla sauce, but it also has a raspberry sauce as well. And we combined it ourselves, and we put the ice cream in there. Let's go ahead and give this a try, because I heard some really good things already. Cheers. Oh my god. This is better than the chocolate.
No, Adrian behind me.
Yes.
I actually so agree.
It is better than the chocolate. I'm not even kidding.
The chocolate's good.
No, it's
How am I supposed to go back to the other ships without this? Guys, oh my god. This is absolutely incredible. All right, I have made it back to Palo. This time for brunch, I am seated on the lower level, and I'm in the corner by myself, but I have an excellent view out the window, and I also have a view of the pizza station over here. That's where they're going to be making all the flatbreads and pizzas. It's really nice. I have a decent setup over here. We have a lamp, have a plate. Really nice. Let's get started. Okay, so the menu for Palo Trattoria brunch has arrived. Take a look at the back over here. I love the telescope and the stars and everything. Looks incredible. And I don't know if I mentioned this in the last video, but this whole restaurant is based off of Luca's dreams, like his dream sequence where he's in the sky and among the stars and everything. So that's where it all comes from. As far as I know, the brunch menu is almost exactly the same. We have our antipasties over here. We have the seafood with all the crab claws and shrimps, and then we also have our charcuterie boards over here. We have our egg options over here. We of course have waffles and pancakes. The only real difference that was highlighted was the prosciutto and the fungi pizza. So who knows, maybe we'll try that. And then we also have our soups over here. And then we have our entrees. Everything looks exactly the same. And of course they have the chicken parm, which I am super excited for. And all of this is $55. So you can order as much as you want. You could order the entire menu if you wanted. The world is quite literally your oyster when it comes to this. But I also love the new look of the menu. Like, the options themselves aren't different, but the look is really nice. Okay, so order has been placed, and of course it comes with a non-alcoholic drink, or an alcoholic drink if you really want. I just chose non-alcoholic. It's complimentary for your first one. I did not catch what this was though, because it's definitely different than what I normally get at Palo Brunch. So let's go ahead and give it a try. It smells really good. Not bad. It's a 0 proof, so tasty, very fruity. Almost like a mango, I think. All right, so our first course has arrived and looks a little familiar. We have our seafood antipasti, we have salmon, we have tuna, we have shrimp, we have crab claw, and then we have the mussel. We have our different sauces over here. This is where things start to look a little different. So this is the pastry plate. So we of course recognize this as the almond croissant. We have the Nutella, and then we have the blueberry muffin, but we also have like a mango sweet pastry. And I don't know if you guys can see that. It has gold flakes on it. So that's definitely different. And then the bread plate looks slightly different as well. We of course have our savory little muffins, we have our focaccias, then we have our breadsticks and whatever the heck this is. But we have this over here. Definitely looks a little different. Can't wait to try it. And then, I'm not, you're on, they could see that by the way. You were slightly in frame. I am also joined by my beautiful wife, Coda, as well. She agreed to join me for this brunch in spirit. But yeah, they can't, she just said it's bedtime. They can't hear her, but, you know, yay. Everyone say hi to Coda. Okay, our next course has arrived, and I have the smoked salmon eggs Benedict. Looks really, really good. Served on an English muffin. Has some caviar on top. Looks really, really good. Let's go ahead and dig in. I don't know how well this comes across, but can you guys see just how deep orange that egg yolk is? Oh my gosh, that is fantastic. All right, next up we have the blueberry pancakes, and they smell exactly the same as what we have back in the States. They look incredible. I'm only gonna be having one because I just want to try it. But let's go ahead and pour on the syrup as Coda watches in the background. Look at the way the syrup just rolls off. Oh my gosh. All right, guys, check this out. I opted to get something new that's on the menu for the adventure. We have the prosciutto pizza. Very colorful, very pretty. Looks absolutely incredible. I cannot wait to dig in. It's got prosciutto, of course, it's got cherry tomatoes and basil. Okay, let's go ahead and review the prosciutto pizza real quick because it's something new that I've never had before. Oh my God, absolutely incredible. The prosciutto, like, I don't really know how to describe it. I don't normally have prosciutto that often, but there's almost like a little bit of sweetness in the prosciutto, and it's like really fatty as well. It just blends really well with the pizza and the cheese, and it's just a perfect combo. And I don't know how to describe it. The prosciutto, like each slice of pizza has a roll of prosciutto, and it's not just one little slice, it's like a couple of slices of prosciutto in one. Absolutely perfect. Obviously, could not finish the pizza, but it is really, really good. I highly recommend you get it if you come to Palo Trattoria on the adventure. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our final course has arrived, and this is the chicken parm. Looks almost exactly the same as what you would get in the States, but that's been pretty par for the course for most of the meals or most of the items here at Palo. But take a look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. Can't wait to try it. All right, I have just been handed the dessert menu for Palo Trattoria. Let's go ahead and take a look inside. Once again, I love the star design on everything. We flip it open, we can see we have the telescope over here on one side, and then the menu itself is exactly the same as what we have at home. We have the warm amaretto chocolate fondant, we have the Italian zabiglione, limoncello tort, we also have a buttermilk panna cotta pot, as well as a chocolate raspberry tart, and then we have a warm apple cinnamon sticky bun. I am not going to be partaking in any of the desserts on the menu, I just wanted to show it to you guys, because typically I like to partake in these, specifically that Nutella muffin. Looks really good. I'm also going to try that mango tart as well. All right, guys, just got done with Palo Trattoria. Fantastic as always. And yeah, pretty much it's exactly the same thing. So unless you have a free Palo credit with your status, I wouldn't recommend honestly coming here for brunch when there are so many other things to see and do on board this ship. Because again, the food everywhere else is absolutely fantastic, and the breakfast options that they have in the buffet are quite unique as well. So I highly recommend you guys do that. So unless you're doing a back-to-back cruise or you have a free Palo credit, I don't recommend you come to it. Not saying that it's bad, because it's always a phenomenal experience, and the crew were incredible and the food was incredible, but there are other things that you could be doing, if that makes sense. All right, guys, it is time for lunch. We are heading on inside Mike and Sulley's to enjoy a group-style teppanyaki experience. This is going to be at the table where they cook all the food in front of you, I believe. So let's go ahead on inside, guys. Okay, so we have made it here inside the teppanyaki room. Not everyone has made it to the table yet. I'm joined all the way over there by Peter and Kitra. I know. What did he say? They're selling chocolate. So here's a look at the setup. So here's a quick look at the setup over here. We have the menu over here that we're going to take a quick look at. We have a gold soup spoon over here. We have some fancy chopsticks. I cannot wait. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a quick look at the menu. So we have two different options here. So we have Zen Flame, which is $115, and then we have Zen Ember, which is $175, and we have a whole bunch of different options over here. Good Lord. So I do believe you get all of these, depending on which one that you pick. You guys can go ahead and pause to read. Decisions, decisions. And then here's a look at the different beverage options as well. You guys can go ahead and pause to read. And then of course we have different sakes.
For the menu, we have two menus to offer. One is Zen Flame, the other one is Zen Amber. So in Zen Flame, we have a more of a traditional dishes like the Hokkaido scallops, Sakura chicken thigh, Australian full-blood wagyu. And Zen Amber is more of a luxurious item. So we have that yoga oyster, spiny lobster, A5 Satsuma wagyu. And the chef's suggestion, you should have the meat medium to medium rare. If you have any other recommendation, please let us know. We will do our best to do that.
Okay, so let me go ahead and remind you guys, before you book anything on board the ship, make sure you look at the prices, because half the table had no idea what the prices were for this place, and they're all kind of shocked. I mean, thankfully, you know, it's not a problem for us to pay what they're asking for here, but just know it's a little bit more on the expensive side if you're wanting to do the teppanyaki experience. I know that there is an a la carte experience where you can sit at a regular table and just order individual things off the menu. You can do that, but for the whole experience over here, it starts at $115 a person. And also, quite a few people at the table don't really do seafood, and they are able to make some accommodations accommodations for them as well. So I'll try and touch on that a little bit later, or you can just watch their videos as well, because we're here with quite a few other content creators.
It seems like it's a set menu and there's two choices. One is a little bit more expensive, a little bit more premium options.
Okay, so our first course has arrived, and it's a little bit of a amuse-bouche. So it's called kobachi, and it's basically like a fried tofu of sorts. So let's go ahead and give this a try. Also, these are my favorite types of chopsticks, the ones that are like nice and pointy at the end. I love these. So let's go ahead and give this a try. It also has some nori on top as well, which is seaweed. I also want to point out the silverware that they have here. I specifically didn't ask for silverware, but the rest of the table wanted it, so I ended up getting some anyways. It's really nice. Look at this. Thank you. Okay, so the first official course has arrived, and we have the trio of sashimi. So we have some tuna belly, like fatty tuna. Then we also have some salmon, and then we have some yellowtail as well. A little bit of wasabi over here. We also have some soy sauce. Let's go ahead and dig in. We'll start off with the yellowtail. I'll put some wasabi on it, and then I'll dip it in the soy sauce. Cheers. Yellowtail was really good. Moving on to the salmon over here. Gonna dip it in the soy sauce. And then last but not least, we have the belly of the tuna. Fatty tuna. So good. It melts in your mouth. Absolutely incredible. We're starting off very strong.
Because we cannot do leveling, we cannot make fire because we don't
Now we get to the master.
Oh, I know what's happening here.
Love it.
My boss. All right. Before I started, I'm gonna make a garlic first. Garlic.
Yes, that's the best. More garlic.
More garlic. Oh my god, so much garlic. My perfume is done. This is Hokkaido scallops. Yeah.
Hokkaido scallops.
There is absolutely no aftertaste. It is very, very nice. The more I eat, the more I'm liking.
They call the black cockfish. We call gindara in Japanese. Gindara.
Okay, next up we have some miso soup over here, a true staple when it comes to any Japanese restaurant. Let's go ahead and give it a quick try. It smells really good. It's miso soup. There's nothing spectacular about it. It's just miso soup. Pretty good.
Yeah, actually, we have two kind of culture in the kitchen. Now I'm gonna make sauce for the scallops. This is a basic sauce. Yeah, so that is well paired with fish and chicken. Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you. Okay, so next up we have the Hokkaido scallop. So this is a scallop that has been cooked on the grill, obviously, and it's smothered in a sauce that's made of soy sauce, butter, and lemon, and it's served with a couple of grilled sliced lemons on the side. It's also topped with some nori, seaweed, and some salmon roe. Let's go ahead and dig in. This is like a one bite type of deal. It looks and smells absolutely incredible. This thing is pretty large. Absolutely incredible. So good. It's a nice, thick, juicy scallop. I love it. So a couple of fun facts that we just learned. Number one, our chef is actually from Japan, and he actually spent some time at Epcot doing some teppanyaki over there. And then, speaking of teppanyaki, we learned the difference between teppanyaki and hibachi. Hibachi is the more flashy show type thing where they do the ting 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 ting, where they twirl the knives around, where it's more of a show. That's hibachi. Teppanyaki is the more traditional one. It's more low-key and a little bit more classy. That's what we have over here. I actually didn't know that. So, that's really cool.
Very good.
Cooked fish. I'm gonna make sauce for fish. It's kabayaki sauce. We use the kabayaki sauce. Kabayaki sauce is like the sweet soy sauce. We make with sugar, soy sauce, and then some mirin and a little bit sake. Yeah. It's a little bit taste sweet, but it's very good. We mix with garlic and butter.
All right, our next course is a black cod, and I just want to point out just how meticulous he is with this presentation. He explains the entire process as he's doing it and lets us know like what he's doing, you know, give us some insight. It's got a really nice sweet sauce on it. It's topped with some tomato salsa, and it's got some grilled onions underneath, and it has some grilled lemon. Looks amazing, smells amazing. Let's go ahead and give it a try. Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy cow, that is incredible. Okay, so I take back what I said last night about that fish being the best fish I've had on board. This is the best fish I've had on board. I'll give it points for being the best main dining room fish. This, the best fish overall. Absolutely incredible.
Smoke going in from Adrian.
Professional.
Thank you.
I just come back.
Okay, so the next course has arrived, and it's the Sakura chicken thigh. So it's called Sakura, which is Japanese for cherry blossom, because of the color of the chicken when it first comes out. He also said that in Japan, they also feed the chickens cherry blossom chips in order to, you know, help them get that color as well. So let's go ahead and give this a try. It looks amazing, smells amazing. The presentation was immaculate.
How's the chicken for you? Thank you.
Very good, yes, thank you.
The sauce is the middle one.
And try it in the sauce?
Yeah.
Okay. Try it in the sauce in the middle, he said. Because we did get a couple of sauces and some sea salt. Absolutely incredible. 10 out of 10 chicken. So, so good. It also comes with some leek as well. Even the leek is really good. Okay, so next up we're going to be trying the Australian full-blood Wagyu Shimo strip loin, and it's rated MBS 7. The marbling on this thing looks absolutely incredible. It cooked through so quickly, and once again the presentation is phenomenal. It looks amazing and it smells amazing. We got the explanation that these cows were actually from Japan, but they were brought over to Australia for breeding, so these are, you know, technically Japanese cows and are made and are actually good for Wagyu. So, hence the Australian name. I cannot wait to dig into this. It looks incredible. So prior to this cruise, I actually made a stop in Japan, and you guys are going to see those videos after this whole series is done. But I actually went to the Tsukiji market and I tried some like real A5 Wagyu over here. Obviously, this isn't going to be as good, but I still kind of want to compare it, because it is still Wagyu. I actually want to get a couple of garlic chips over here. Garlic chips are always good. Let's go ahead and dig in. It melts in your mouth. Definitely not as much as what I had in Tsukiji with the A5, but Still, absolutely phenomenal. Okay, so next up we have the yasai moriawase, which basically translates to vegetable mix. Not the most extravagant course in the world, but I trust it'll still taste pretty good. After this, we have one more savory course and then our dessert. So they're in the process of making the fried rice right now, and as he was cracking the eggs, I was like, man, that is like Japanese egg color, because if you're familiar with eggs from Japan, they have a very dark, like yellow, almost orangish color. It's very distinct, and the chef actually said that a lot of the supplies are still from Japan, because prior to coming to Singapore, they had an 8-night journey after they stopped in Japan, so they resupplied over there, so a lot of the ingredients are actually still from Japan. He says that it's subject to change in the very near future as they start running out of those supplies and start getting stuff from Singapore. So we're actually very lucky to still be having ingredients from Japan.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
I know.
Wait, is that true?
That's crab.
Oh, that's is that king crab.
You're telling me crab fried this rice? All right, our final savory course has arrived, and we have the king crab fried rice. Looks amazing, smells amazing. He definitely took his time with it. I cannot wait to try it.
Charlie horses. Yeah. I usually have banana every day.
I love how that got the best reaction out of the table. Ube tempura. All right, guys, our last and final course has arrived. We have caramelized bananas with some ube tempura crunch, complete with ice cream. It looks incredible. And again, the presentation has been absolutely amazing. This whole experience has been absolutely amazing. Before I get into the dessert, I just want to forewarn you guys that this is a long experience. We walked in here at 11:30 and it is going on 1:50 right now. So by the time everything is said and done, it's going to be a little after 2 o'clock. So make sure you guys plan to be in here for quite a while. It's not like a hibachi restaurant where they try their best to make everything all at once and try and get you guys in and out of there. This is a whole culinary experience. And in my opinion, this is 100% worth the $115. And I really want to come back and try the more expensive version, but that's going to be saved for another time. But this whole experience was absolutely incredible, and I definitely think it is 100% worth it, especially if you're a more adventurous eater and you love sushi, like all the good stuff that we had at the beginning. Yes, 100%. Make time for this. Okay, so here's a look at the check for one person. They automatically add an 18% auto gratuity, so you don't really need to tip anything more if you don't want to, but it is nice if you do. All in, $135, and for that, I think it was worth it, especially to be at a table full of friends. It was really nice. Definitely 100% worth it. Okay, so we paid the bill and we're wrapping things up over here at Mike and Sulley's. As you guys can see, once you're inside, the Monsters Inc. theming is pretty much at a minimum. There's nothing too much that screams like Harryhausen's or Monsters Inc. or anything like that. So just bear that in mind if you're coming over here looking for a, themed experience. It's not really it, but it's definitely a culinary experience, and definitely one of the best culinary experiences I've ever had at sea. And the fact that Disney Cruise Line is now able to do something like this, it is absolutely wild. And I prefer this teppanyaki style over the loud, crazy, and chaotic hibachi style, because on Royal Caribbean and other cruise lines, or even like back at home on land, those Japanese hibachi restaurants, they can get so loud very quickly and overstimulating. This is an absolutely perfect culinary experience, and in all honesty, I would do this over Palo. Like, if you guys are very familiar with Disney Cruise Line and you've done Palo in the States, skip Palo over here on this ship and do this as a premium dining experience, because it is so good. And they take their time with the food. The presentation is absolutely incredible. Seeing it all made right in front of you, it is so worth it, 100%. Definitely make the time for this experience, and definitely book it early, because I fear that once word of mouth spreads about this restaurant, it's gonna fill up very quickly. Specifically the teppanyaki, because there's other areas over here, like this is the a la carte room where there are plenty of seatings, but the teppanyaki more specifically, there's only a handful of seats in there, and there's 6,000 people on the cruise, and depending on what type of cruise you're on, it'll be either a 3 or 4 night cruise. You guys can do the math, especially for a 2.5, almost 3 hour experience. It's going to be a lot, so definitely make sure sure you guys book this early. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and with that, I am dressed and ready for dinner at Mike and Sulley's. I'm so excited to be back, and this time we're trying the Omakase experience. Now, the Omakase experience is pretty expensive, I'm not gonna lie. So the teppanyaki experience that we had was $115 a person. This Omakase experience is $200 a person. It ain't cheap, and you do need to be an adventurous eater from what I understand. I am a pretty adventurous eater, so I'm very excited to head on inside. So let's go ahead and review for you guys. Okay, so I have made it inside Mike and Sulley's, and I am seated at the table for the Omakase experience. They started me off with a oshibori, I think he said, and this is basically a hot towel. That's what it translates to. So that's really nice. They did something very similar during the teppanyaki experience, and I'm very excited for this. The table setting looks great. The menu looks very, very interesting. We have some uni, which is sea urchin. We have miso duck. We have scallops, spiny lobster. Oh my goodness. We have chicken katsu, some A5 strip loin. I am so excited. So this is basically $200 for a 9-course meal. And you can also pair it with wine. You can also do a Japanese pairing, so I assume that's a bunch of sakes, and then you have a zero proof pairing as well. And those are at an additional cost. So very, very interesting stuff. I'm not going to be making any menu modifications. I want to show you guys exactly what is included in all of this. So let's go ahead and get this experience started. Also, before I start anything, I do want to say that you do need to adhere to a dress code. So basically think Palo. So just nice shirt, long pants, pretty much it. So looking at the menu, you guys can see that it's very seafood heavy, and one of our servers over here actually came over and told me that all the seafood is from Hokkaido, Japan, which is actually really interesting. They said it's gonna be like a little bit of a mix of Japanese and French fusion, but everything is like Japanese forward, if that makes any sense. I'm sure we'll learn a lot more as the experience goes on.
Teppanyaki restaurant, we have a Japanese steakhouse, we have a sushi sashimi restaurant as well. Omakase, that means leave to the chef. It's a chef preference. But our omakase is a blend culinary artistry with excellent Disney hospitality. We serve fresh ingredients, including A5 ragu and fusion dishes. Let's enjoy this memorable dining journey. Now, let me introduce my team. Yixiang from China, Rose from Philippines, and Putu from Indonesia. Now, welcome our chef, Garvin.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kevin from China, and this is my partner Joe. And welcome everyone to my kind of studio Omakase.
From Japan. Thank you so much.
Yes, only like 2 or 3 months.
Don't worry about it. I will have a glass, so let's see.
Okay.
Starting with uni.
For this dish, you can enjoy with your hand, and you can finish with 3 or 4 bites. It's very tasty.
Excellent. Thank you.
So the bottle is seaweed cracker. It's over crispy and crunchy paste. On top, we also put some caviar and orange seasoning. So you can enjoy with your hand. Pick it up. Thank you.
Okay, so we're starting off strong with uni negitoro. It's got sea urchin, bluefin tuna belly, scallion, and served on a seaweed cracker. And it also has some caviar on top as well. This is something that you eat with your hand. They're not pulling any punches when it comes to this menu. They are starting you guys off very, very strong. So let's go ahead. They said you can pick this up with your hand and eat it with your hand. So bon appetit, guys. Sea urchin. I like the citrus that's in there. The citrus adds a little bit of sweetness to it, but definitely, absolutely incredible. Now, bear in mind, guys, I'm no food critic. I'm not going to be able to describe everything perfectly that I'm tasting, but just know that if you're a seafood lover, this is already a 10 out of 10 start. You know, there's something so special about omakase, and watching them prepare everything in front of you, that's definitely one of my favorite parts. And my first visit to Japan, I visited an omakase restaurant, and just watching the chefs prepare all the food so meticulously, and they pay such close attention to detail. it's insane. Like, there's a reason why Omakase typically has a higher price point, and you can watch it right in front of you. Not only does everything taste good, but everything is prepared and presented spectacularly, and I absolutely love it.
Second dish is like miso duck patty. I use it's a very fusion dish. Wow. It's mixed Japanese cuisine and fresh cuisine together. The Malacca show is integrated usually together with ice cream and wrapping paste and dessert. And we use it to pair together with our duck patty. So the bottom we put is duck confit. Also we put some sakurewa mousse.
Thank you.
Balsamic shell, also some pink peppercorn. So you can cover with another shell and eat it together. Thank you, Chef.
All right, the next course has arrived, and we have the Saikyo Miso Duck Pate. It's got Satsuma agar and Monica. Looks incredible. It's honestly a work of art. It's so pretty, colorful. I'm sure it tastes delicious as well. They said that you can close this up and you can eat it like a sandwich. So let's go ahead and dig in. Oh my god. Oh my god. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. They actually just changed out the silverware, so looks a little different. I guess things change based off the course.
Yes, okay, we'll take a little video as
Thank you. Thank you.
So our next dish will be smoked hotake. And the hotake is Hokkaido scallop. We use very big and natural sweetness Hokkaido scallop to pair with cauliflower truffle puree. And on top we put some crispy chili together with salmon roll and green tea puree. So you can open up and enjoy it together with chili, scallop, and puree together.
Okay, we have our next course over here, which is the smoked hato tigai. It's a Hokkaido scallop, cauliflower puree, and a rice crisp. It also has a couple of other accompaniments, but they say you need to eat it from the top down, and it needs to be enjoyed with a spoon, actually. This isn't something you can pick up with your hands. So let's go ahead and start giving it a try. The scallop is located underneath. Once again, this is a beautiful work of art, meticulously prepared. I'm gonna start with the little rice crisp on top. It has some salmon roe on the rice crisp, but let's go ahead and get into the scallop and cauliflower puree. Yes, this is without a doubt the best cauliflower puree I've ever had in my life, and I've had some pretty good cauliflower purees. I can see why you like it.
That's right.
I can see why you like it. This is incredible. If I wasn't in such a fancy, sophisticated setting, I'd be licking that bowl clean. I don't know if this one's my favorite dish of the night so far, or if the first one is, but this was damn good. Oh my gosh. And the server just reminded me that our chef is actually Michelin. Like, he is a Michelin chef. It shows. It definitely shows.
Instead, we're using the mushroom for the soup to enhance the umami taste flavor. Soup is already inside, as you can see it. And but it tastes very sweetness. The sweetness is coming from the nature, the vegetable inside.
Thank you.
And we put in the teapot and cover it to steam. So all the flavor, all the aromatic, they just put it inside the pot. So our mushi, we use dashi for base, and we also put lobster and the shiitake after to take the mutton flavor. And before you enjoy the soup, you can squeeze the lime of the soup and enjoy.
Okay, so our next course is the ise ebi dobin mushi, which loosely translates to teapot soup, and this has spiny lobster, shiitake mushroom, and katuso dashi nage. This looks incredible and smells incredible. It also comes with a little bit of lime on top to squeeze in to kind of help ease the seafood flavor. But this looks incredible. Let's go ahead and give it a shot. Okay, so, oh my gosh, the spoon that they gave us is like ceramic. What the heck? That's different. There's no way to properly describe this. Can you guys hear that? It's like ceramic. So I'm gonna try the broth first without squeezing any lime in it, just to get a sense of the flavor. tasty, tasty. Let's go ahead and try the spiny lobster. I've never actually had spiny lobster before. Squeeze a little bit of that lime in there. Just a little bit. Tastes pretty good. Tastes pretty good. Not the best thing that we've had so far, but pretty good.
What were you asking? I got it. I can't remember.
Yeah. So for our next dishes, there is essential chicken katsu. Essential is like the...
The middle is Japanese curry sauce with more apple and onion, sweet and more warm. And then the circle is purple sweet potato puree with very natural sweetness for sweet potato and to make it puree. So you can eat together with our two kind of sauce. And also on top we put some pickled ginger. It's gonna balance. Wow. So you can enjoy.
Okay, next up we have the Sansho chicken katsu. It has murasaki imo, mozzarella, and Japanese curry. So he said the chicken cutlet is kind of reminiscent of a chicken cordon bleu where it has mozzarella cheese and it's kind of fried on the outside. It's got some curry and what's the purple? Purple sweet potato puree. Okay, thank you so much. So there you go, purple sweet potato puree with some, what is that, little cherry tomatoes there that are like de-skinned. Looks really good. Let's go ahead and dig in. Also, new cutlery. So you guys already know how I feel about Japanese curry. It's absolutely my favorite, especially when I go to like Tokyo Disneyland. I always get the chicken curry that's over there. This is elevated to a whole new level. And the sweet potato puree that's at the bottom adds a whole nother level of sweetness to it. So good. The chicken is so tender, so juicy. This is phenomenal.
This is the sauce for your omakase, for your janmushi.
Thank you. Gotcha, thank you.
Our chawamushi with taxi mixed together. Also we pair with talabakani. We use two different ways. Another one we mix together with our chawamushi. Also we put some topico and namikumasu on the top. So you can put some sauce on top of the chawamushi and enjoy.
Okay, next course is the Taraba Kani Chawanmushi. And this is a little bit of a palate cleanser, they say, for the main event, which is going to be the A5 Wagyu up next. I'm super excited for that. But this has tempura, Alaskan crab, egg custard, yanagi, matutake, mushroom. And it also comes with a little bit of a sauce that you pour on top as well. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I'm going to let you guys know what I think. I actually didn't get a picture of this. I got a video, but I didn't get a picture. Okay, so we're going to pour a little bit of the sauce on top. And they give us this cute little spoon to eat it with as well. I'm gonna try a bit of the custard first on its own. Now I know most people are gonna hear egg custard and they're gonna think of the very like sweet dessert dish or pastry. This is definitely far from that. This is a savory dish. And the custard itself is very good. I think the sauce has something to do with that as well. It's absolutely phenomenal. Gonna try a little bit of the crab, and we also have some roe over here as well. Look at that. Crab is phenomenal as always. And then we have the tempura. All in all, pretty good palate cleanser. Pretty tasty. The tempura is really good as well. Can't go wrong with king crab.
Alright, the red color, it's more often for the ladies. This is sophisticated. We have the white one, which is purity. Black color is for mystery. And then for the samurai.
We're gonna go with the samurai.
Japanese samurai.
Yes, absolutely.
I get one samurai for okay.
Oh my goodness. Look at that.
Very sharp.
Wow. And this sword is sometimes used in Japan for sashimi. And Yes, and it's very sharp. In case you don't like the food, try to not throw to the chef.
Noted, noted.
It's very nice.
Thank you.
Pleasure. This is a Chinese word. Also, Japan they using the same. So, but in the two countries, it's all the name elegant, and in pronouncing the Chinese way, it means yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Thank you.
That's our chef from Palo.
Oh, I
He's
see.
the sous chef in Palo.
This is your satsuma
Thank you.
Satsuma beef, which is from Japan, Kagoshima. It's one of the best beef in Japan. And we simply pairing with some salty broccoli, garlic chip, and tomato. So we have two kind of sauce. One is onion puree, another is garlic chili sauce. And we only put a little bit of sauce on your side, and we want you to taste more original flavor with our two kind of sea sauce. Please enjoy.
All right, guys, the main event has arrived. We have our A5 Satsuma strip loin Wagyu. And over the last couple of cruises on the adventure, we were talking about the MBS score. It doesn't stand for Marina Bay Sands, it's their marbling score. So the highest score we had yesterday at Palo was an MBS score of 8. This is MBS 12, one of the highest scores that you can get. So let's go ahead and give this a try. We also have a couple of sea salt options as well. We have some broccolini, some garlic chips. I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy this, but I wanna put this bad boy to the test. It cuts like butter. Now, when I went to Tsukiji Fish Market, which is a video that you guys are gonna see a little bit later on, I had A5 Wagyu over there, and it melted in my mouth. It was literally hands down the best steak I've ever had in my life. So I'm gonna try the first bite bare. No salts, no juice or anything. Literally melt in your mouth butter. Absolutely incredible. And the sea salt adds so much to it. It is wild. When people say it melts in your mouth, they are not kidding you. It literally melts in your mouth.
Yeah, but not too much.
Oh my God. Literally the best steak you can ever have in the world. So our servers actually came through and collected all of our silverware and even changed out our napkins. So this is very, very similar to the Enchanted experience that you can get on the Wish class ships, but I'm enjoying this one so much more. There is a big difference between this and Enchanted, but you know, talking to our server from Palo yesterday, I told her that I was going to do the Omakase experience, and she said that this is essentially Enchanted for the Disney adventure, but just with a more Asian twist. And so far, the whole experience has been absolutely incredible. This is such an elevated experience compared to what you would get anywhere else on the ship or even on the entire fleet, because typically Omakase is, you know, more traditional Japanese where it's like sushi and sashimi, but this one is a much more elevated experience. And Omakase is basically, you know, chef's choice. It's whatever the chef wants to make, very similar to what is found at Enchanted on the other ships. And this is, again, just Asian fusion, and it is just absolutely incredible. So I would do this a million times over than do Enchanted again, because the crew here is so chill. They pay attention to you. They make sure that you are well tended to. They make sure that your drink is always filled. They make sure to, you know, handle all the silverware for you and the napkins and everything. You are just so well taken care of during this experience. It is insane. We have 7 people at the table right now. And we have 3 servers, I think, or 4 servers. It's absolutely wild. Thank you so much.
It's a Japanese Hokkaido sweet corn pudding. So talk about the Hokkaido sweet corn. This one only coming from the summer season time. So that's why we are using this one to make it for you tonight. And it's gonna be looks like a creme brulee.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's gonna be taste much more different, like a Japanese creme brulee. Let me take for you.
Japanese creme brulee. Okay, so our dessert has arrived. This is a tomorokoshi, and it's basically corn pudding with caramel popcorn, and it's kind of like a little creme brulee of sorts. That's what it looks like. Ooh.
Just a decaf. Do you have decaf?
Peter and Kitra, if you're watching, the crack on this is really good. Really good crack on it. Oh my gosh. That's like one of the best parts about a creme brulee is cracking it. So they say that it's going to be a very different flavor than a regular creme brulee. So I'm going to go ahead and move some of the crack on the side so I can just get to the custard and try that on its own before judging the rest of it with the natural sweetness of the sugar. So this is like a special corn pudding. It's like a very sweet corn. That is so interesting. Like, if you like creme brulee, you're definitely gonna like this because it kind of is similar to that, but a little bit different. Like, you can definitely taste the corn, but it's sweet. And I like it. I never thought I would like sweet corn like this. Very good stuff. Now let's go ahead and start mixing it in with all the crack and the sugar that's on top. Now when it comes to this dessert, I can definitely see some folks being put off by the texture because it does have a little bit of a texture to it. It's not as smooth as like creme brulee because you can definitely like feel the little bits and pieces of the corn in there. So if you've ever had like corn on the cob before, those little like outer pieces of the corn, you can definitely taste and feel that in there. It's not a bad thing for me, but I know some texture people would be put off by this. So just be aware of that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our final course has arrived, and this is the Kyoho sorbet. So this is basically a very special and large grape that is found in Japan, and they turned it into a sorbet. It also comes with a black sesame praline. Not entirely sure what praline means. Not my favorite, not the praline, but I'm sure the sorbet is gonna be really good. Ooh, wow. It's definitely grape, but this is like the most elevated grape I've ever like the most elevated grape flavor I've ever tasted. It's good. Oh my gosh, absolutely incredible.
Give a company how is your excellent dining experience in Mac and Sulley Omakase.
Okay.
Yeah. How is it hardworking people? Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Food is very good, but it's not enough for us. Our target is always provide excellent dining experience.
Excellent.
Thank you very much.
Yes, you guys did a fantastic job.
We have some small souvenir for everybody.
Oh.
Wow. On the menu, print out the name on top for everybody.
Oh my gosh.
We have one. Mike's eyeball. This one iconic for the mac and Sulley. Chopsticks for the eyeball everywhere. It's iconic for the restaurant. Okay. Of course, we have macaron cake for everybody.
Oh my gosh.
Minute snack.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I appreciate it. Oh my gosh. And as a little bit of a parting gift, you guys already saw this, but they have a menu in here of everything that we ate, and they customized it with our name. It says Mike and Sulley's. So very similar to what we have over here, but we have this. This is incredible. And then we have Mike's eyeball over here, and let me go ahead and open this up. And then we have macarons down here. Oh my goodness. So I want you guys to look at the presentation of this check over here. What the heck? This has got to be like, oh, the octopus comes off. Okay. That is nuts. Okay, so this experience isn't cheap. Let's go ahead and see the damage. So here we go. So Omakase menu, $200 plus 18% gratuity makes it a total of $236. Not a cheap experience, but you know what? I do believe it is 100% worth it. All right, guys, so I made it back to the room, and I'm feeling a little peckish. Something that I haven't done in these entire 9 nights is tried the room service menu. Now, the menu itself is not as extensive as what we've seen in the past, and even on the domestic ships in the States, we've seen some menu changes with the room service, but over here on the Disney Adventure, we have quite a few new items, and I am so excited to give them all a try for you guys. So let's go ahead and give them a call and order some food. Hello, I was wondering if I could order some food to room 9371, please.
Certainly. What can I get for you?
It's gonna be a little bit of a large order. Can I do the chicken wonton noodle soup, please?
All right.
Any
food allergies?
No food allergies.
No food allergy. Anything else?
Can I also do the Indian tomato soup, please?
Absolutely.
Can I also do the don don noodles?
All right.
And can I do the dal, please?
Certainly.
And the grilled salmon salad.
All right.
And can I also do a New York cheesecake, please?
Certainly. Anything else to order?
Are you able to do any soft drinks from the soda fountains, like the orange drink?
We don't. We can give you the soda, sir, but that will be extra charge from us.
Okay, then. Okay, then no, thank you. I'll go ahead and get my own drink.
All right. So anything else, Mr. Adrian?
No, ma'am. That will be all.
Perfect. We have 1 chicken, 1 soup, 1 rasam Indian tomato soup, 1 dandan noodles, 1 dal makhni, 1 salmon salad and cheesecake. I'll send it to you in the next 40 to 50 minutes. All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the food has arrived. It definitely took a while. The gentleman who delivered the food said that he apologized for the wait because there are so many orders right now. And unfortunately, they also ran out of the cheesecake and the chocolate brownie. So he apologized profusely for that. He said they would have some later, but unfortunately, there are just so many orders right now that they could not, produce any more for the moment. But that's totally fine. So we have a lot of stuff. Oh boy, I'm going to be sampling everything. So starting off, we have the Indian dal. Right next door, we have the wonton soup. And then after that, we have the dan dan noodles. Then over here, we have our salmon salad. And then we have our korma, I think it was. Either way, all of this looks and smells amazing. This is definitely something that I am not used to seeing on a regular Disney Cruise Line room service menu. So you have plenty of dinner options on board this ship, not just in quick service and in main dining room or specialty, but you also have room service as well, which looks amazing. And I just want to say that this isn't absolutely everything that you can find on the room service menu, because there's a couple of other items that you can see on the other ships, like the Get Up and Go or the burger or chicken tenders, things like that you can still find in the room service menu, but this is just all the new and unique stuff that you cannot find in the United States. So I'm going to go ahead and dig into some of this, and I'm going to let you know my thoughts when I'm done. Okay, so I just got done eating the room service food, and there's still some left because honestly, there's some things that were pretty disappointing and didn't really taste all that good. So let's go ahead and start with the worst thing that I had, and it was, the worst thing versus the most disappointing thing. So the worst thing that I had was the rasam Indian tomato soup, and it came with basmati rice. I expected a lot more. Like, it had some spice in it, but didn't really make up for its little off flavor. So I would avoid that one. The most disappointing thing that I had was the dal. Yeah, I definitely expected a lot more from that one. The dal had slow cooked lentil curry, paratha, and cucumber raita. That was bland, so bland. I don't know how you managed to do that. Definitely very disappointing, and I would skip that one next time. The absolute best thing that I had was the dan dan noodles. Oh my god, those were incredible. Wheat noodles, ground pork, Sichuan pepper, mustard greens, scallions, and cucumber radish salad. That was incredible. The cucumber radish salad came with a couple of dishes, and that was... It's cucumbers. It tastes like cucumbers. It's not really anything special. But another thing that I also enjoyed was the wonton soup. That was actually pretty tasty. The broth itself wasn't anything special, but the wontons, yeah, those were actually pretty gosh darn tasty. And then we're going to put, like, right in the middle, the salmon salad. And it wasn't really the salmon that was the highlight, but it was the salad that came with it. That was the highlight. The sauce, I don't know what kind of sauce. I think it was like a honey mustard sauce. Let me see. Is that on here? Crisp romaine, iceberg lettuce, cherry tomatoes, Vidalia onions, cucumber, apple cranberry, kasha, honey Dijon dressing. Yeah, so the honey Dijon dressing is definitely what really helped that salad get elevated, and the salmon was pretty good as well. All in all, not the best thing I've ever had on the ship, but also... Actually, it was kind of the worst thing that I've had on the ship, to be completely honest with you. So yeah, if you're coming on here, definitely go for the wonton noodle soup and the dan dan noodles. Those were absolutely incredible. Of course, there are several other options on the room service menu that you could go for in case none of those fit your fancy, but those are definitely my recommendations. Okay, so it is time for lunch. I'm going to be making my way over towards Ohana Grill, because I heard the burgers there were pretty banging, so let's go ahead and go. Okay, so I made it inside Stitch's Ohana Grill, and this place is very small, but very, very cool. I love all the details, all the surfboards on the ceiling. And then across the wall over here, you have so many little trinkets and little details and Easter eggs from the Lilo and Stitch movie. And then you have the fabric of the chair over here that's very reminiscent of Lilo's skirt. This is all absolutely adorable. Smells amazing. I've heard really good things from my friends. They said that this is some of the best burgers that they've had on a cruise ship. So I have high expectations. So I went ahead and ordered the chicken sandwich, and I ordered another unique burger. I need to honestly take a picture of the ingredients. But yeah, the vibes in here are really great. So when you walk in here, it's not like a build your own burger type of thing. They have someone standing there. They're going to ask you what you want. They're going to write it down, and they're going to relay it to the kitchen, and they're going to go ahead and make it. Then they're going to give you a buzzer to pick up your food whenever it's ready. Again, this place is very small, and I heard that yesterday this place was a hot mess because so many people were trying to come in here at once. So the reservation system didn't exactly do its thing yesterday because typically you would need a reservation. Because we just boarded the ship and there's hardly anyone on, we could walk in here without a reservation. So just bear that in mind. Make sure you make a reservation for this place and expect to have to wait for a little bit, especially during peak times. Okay, so it has gotten a little bit louder in here as they are really getting going with cooking food, but my 2 sandwiches have arrived. So I have something called the gochujang burger. I'm mispronouncing that. It's a grilled Angus beef burger on a toasted brioche bun with grilled portobello mushrooms, red ginger, kimchi, crisp onions, and gochujang mayonnaise. So it sounds really interesting. Can't wait to go ahead and try it. And then I opted for the 626 chicken sandwich. It's buttermilk marinated, spicy fried chicken, crisp iceberg lettuce, tomatoes, dill ranch sauce, and a soft sweet potato bun. These look and smell amazing. I did not have breakfast this morning, so I am starving. It is 12:30 in the afternoon. Let's go ahead and chow down, and I'll let you know what I think. Okay, just got done eating at Stitch's Ohana Grill, and oh my god, the hype is real. That kanji burger was so good. And even though it had kimchi in it, which is historically spicy, it was not that spicy at all. Like, there was some kick to it, but it was not bad at all. Very, very flavorful. And that chicken sandwich, oh my god, that chicken sandwich was really good. The fries were pretty mid. Nothing to write home about with the fries, but the sandwiches themselves, yes, absolutely incredible. Get the sandwiches. So good. Okay, so there was a little bit of a line outside, but nothing too crazy. I actually got in here rather quickly and I placed my order. So I ended up getting the black and blue burger because that's something that I didn't try the last time I was here. And then I also got the 626 chicken sandwich because that was amazing. I also wanted to try the huli huli pulled pork, but I didn't want to get a whole other sandwich. I didn't want to make 3 sandwiches. So I ended up getting some of the huli huli pulled pork on the side. So we're going to go ahead and give that a try as well. Really excited for this. I'm hoping that I like the black and blue burger because the other gotcha gang burger is really good. So we'll see. Also, I wanted to make sure that I got a table before I went back outside to get a drink because I mentioned in my embarkation video that you have to get your drinks before, coming in here. But I didn't know how long I was going to wait and I didn't know how long I was going to have to hold the drinks. But anyways, I told the cast member I was going to go outside real quick and get a drink and come back in. And he said, oh no, don't worry. Go ahead and sit down. I'll get a drink for you. What do you want? So told him I wanted an orange drink with ice and he got me some. So a huge shout out to him. The cast members are incredible here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, dinner has arrived and I got the black and blue burger and the 626 burger with a little bit of huli huli chicken on the side. So I'm going to go ahead and try the black and blue burger first. Hopefully it tastes good. Also, it got very crowded in here very quickly. I have no idea where all these people came from, but good lord, it is crowded in here. All in all, it took about 10 minutes for me to get my food, which isn't too terrible. All of these burgers are made to order, and they give you a little pager. I showed you this on the last embarkation day. So let's go ahead and give this burger a try. So to my knowledge, it has blue cheese and a Cajun spiced bun. Plus it also has lettuce and some kind of sauce. I can't remember the sauce name. Either way, let's go ahead and try. Okay, first bite impressions, it's pretty good. I got a little bit of everything in that bite. It's all right. Definitely not as good as the Gotcha Gang burger, but it's fine. It's a burger. Would I get it again? No, especially not when the Gotcha Gang burger is right there. But let me go ahead and try the huli huli chicken. It's all right. And by the way, I said chicken. This is pork. It's all right. Nothing too special. And then you guys already know how I feel about the 626 burger. It should taste just as good. So I'm going to go ahead and eat this. I'll see you guys when I'm done. So since I'm over here and since the ship is mostly empty still, I'm going to take a quick look inside Cosmic Kebabs. And immediately, it smells incredible in here. Here's the girl herself, Kamala Khan. Got a bunch of Marvel artwork over here. This is excellent. Here's a quick look at the menu. Build your own bowl or platter featuring grilled kebabs, shawarma, vegetable, shish. We have charred grilled spiced sausage and falafel. Then we have our breads, accompaniments, and sides. You guys can go ahead and pause to read. Looks very, very interesting. Hello, how are you doing? So we'll take a look at the food in just a second, but I just want to give you a quick overview of the restaurant. I love the windows in here. Nice big open windows. So I feel like this is a very underrated spot. Oh, look at the logo on the ceiling. That's really cool. Love the artwork on the wall as well. Hello. You can see Miss Marvel, Captain Marvel, and then you have Photon, I believe her name is. I forget her name. I honestly forget her name, and I apologize for that. But yeah, this is really nice, and I love the carpet on the ground too. Carpet on the ground looks incredible. Okay, yes, I was correct. It's Photon, but her actual name is Monica Rambeau. There you go. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a quick look at the food. We have a bunch of kebabs over here that are already made, and then we have some meat on sticks. We have chicken down here. Here's some of your topping options. Oh my gosh. Beef koft, yogurt, sumac, and chicken shish. Charred grilled sausages, and then we have fragrant yellow rice, falafel. This all looks and smells incredible. I'm definitely gonna have to come back here on this cruise. 100%. Okay, so I have made it inside Cosmic Kebabs and I have my food. I literally asked for a little bit of everything, so please bear with me while I name out things, because I took pictures of everything. So I have the lamb shawarma over here. Obviously, this is hummus. I have some red onions and some red cabbage. There's some tzatziki over here. There's also some falafel. We also have, that's feta cheese over here, and then the green stuff next to it is pomegranate parsley tabbouleh. Oh, and there's also some baba ganoush over here. Never had that before, so I'm excited to try it. Then up top over here, we have some charred lemon spice vegetable shish kebab. We also have some yellow rice. We have some yogurt sumac chicken shish kebab over here. And then we have some charred grilled merguez sausage. And then up here in the corner, we have some beef koft. So yeah, I just asked them to give me a little bit of everything. So let's go ahead and dig in. Also, I'm not gonna lie, the music in here is pretty banging. They are really channeling the Middle Eastern heritage of Kamala Khan, whom this restaurant is based around, Miss Marvel. I've never actually had baba ganoush before, so let me go ahead and just give that a try real quick. The crew member who served me says that the hummus and the tzatziki is everyone's favorite. It's interesting. I've never had baba ganoush before, so I don't really know what it's supposed to taste like. But it's not bad. Red onions are pretty good. And you have some of the vegetables. The seasoning on that is good. And the rice, without dropping some. Ooh, the rice is really tasty. That is seasoned real well. Let me try some of the lamb shawarma. Oh my god, that shawarma is amazing. And then we have the tabbouleh. It almost reminds me of quinoa. Which is good. I'll try the chicken. It's alright. Nothing spectacular. Pretty decent seasoning on it. Let's go ahead and try the sausage. Sausage is pretty gosh darn tasty. And now let me try the koft. Very good, very flavorful. And then last but not least, we have the falafel. Pretty different. Not my favorite thing on the plate, but the majority of things here are pretty tasty. And I just admire having something different on board with Disney Cruise Line. Like, that's the thing about the adventure. There are so many food options that it's almost impossible to try them all within a 3 or even 4-day cruise, especially if you're someone like me who typically chooses between breakfast and lunch. Like, if I have one, I don't have the other. So it makes it pretty difficult, especially if you're doing like the main dining room stuff. It's gonna be hard. So on this particular cruise, on this final cruise, I'm gonna be focusing a lot more on the quick service stuff. And for dinner one night, I'm gonna be ordering room service because there is a pretty decent amount of brand new things on the room service menu that I'm really excited to try and show off for you guys. But with all that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy my lunch over here, and I'll catch up with you guys when I'm done. All right, so since we're here, let's go ahead and take a look inside Bewitching, Boba, and Brews. Just get a quick look. I'm not much of a Boba fan myself, but figured it's worth coming in here and checking out. I'm immediately loving all the bubbles on the walls. The purple and blue aesthetic is definitely one of my favorites. And take a look at all of the like plants and stuff on the ceiling. I guess it's supposed to be seaweed. But wow, look at this place. This is insane. Holy moly. So I'm sure you can get a bunch of smoothies and stuff in here as well. So while I'm in here, let me go ahead and show you guys the menu. Take a look at that. It's got one of Ursula's tentacles on the front. So we have daily greens over here. Then we have yogurt smoothies. And then you can get some pearls in there as well. We have our super fruits. And then we have our milk teas and add-ons. So nothing in here is complimentary, unfortunately, so that's why you don't see too many people in here right now. But still, this is a really nice place. I dig it. I like the vibe. Okay, we made it inside Grandma Talas' kitchen, and oh my god, it smells amazing in here. Look at that. They have Hainanese chicken and rice. Oh my god. Okay, I am so excited. So in case you guys are unfamiliar, Grandma Tala is the grandma from Moana, so this whole place is Polynesian and Moana themed. Look at this place, guys. Oh my gosh. So much beautiful artwork. Let's go ahead and take a look at the food. All right, let's take a look. We have Hainanese chicken. We got this at one of the hawker centers. Very excited to try that. We also have fragrant chicken rice and coconut rice. We have huli huli chicken barbecue, as well as black pepper beef. That's really good. Broccoli with garlic and soy glazed yams. We also have Sichuan braised tofu. Okay, and then we also have buttermilk fried chicken. We have our classic chicken fingers and fries, and then we have a few other options over here, including, what is that? Kimchi, ginger scallion paste, macaroni salad, shredded cabbage, red ginger, sliced cucumber, peri-peri sauce, and pickled radish. And then, in case you guys are curious, we also have different sauces. We have honey hot sauce, ketchup, peri-peri sauce. We have mustard, buttermilk ranch. We have dark soy sauce, honey hot sauce. We have some Korean barbecue sauce and sweet dark soy sauce. So something I also want to point out is that they also have chopsticks here. So in case you want to use chopsticks, you can use chopsticks. We're going to put these down for now. But at every table, they do have a silverware set, just like you would find on any cruise. So we also have a fork and a knife here as well. So don't you guys worry if you can't use chopsticks. I got pretty much everything. Like when some people say I got a little bit of everything, they're usually full of it. But right now, I got a little bit of everything. I have some of the Hainanese chicken, I have some of the huli huli chicken, some of the black peppers, some of the chicken rice. I also have some fried chicken over here, the yams, I got the tofu, and I have the macaroni salad. So I am excited to try absolutely everything. This looks incredible. Let me go ahead and give the Hainanese chicken a taste. Chicken's okay. The pepper beef is really good. I'm gonna try a bit of the huli huli chicken. Huli huli chicken's where it's at. Let's try the yams. Yam is very tasty. And then last but not least, tofu. Tofu is delicious. Oh my god. Pretty much everything here is really solid. I'm impressed. So something that's important to note about Grandma Talas' kitchen, and I assume Mowgli's Eatery and Stitch, is that there are no drink stations inside this actual restaurant. So you need to make sure that you get your drink outside and then come in here, get your table, then get your food. Because otherwise you're gonna be, stuck drinkless in here. But this orange drink, I'm gonna be living off of this stuff for the next 9 nights. It's gonna be insane. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our final quick service location of the ship, and I'm so shocked that it's taken us this long, Mowgli's Eatery. This is an Indian-inspired restaurant. Let's go ahead and check it on out. Hello. Okay, so let's go ahead and check out what they have. They have different types of naan. They have roti, they have papadum and garlic naan. Definitely gonna get some of that. We have some lemon coconut rice and jeera rice and vegetable pulao. We have some lime coriander cauliflower and some aloo gobi and Rama masala. Oh gosh, I am butchering all of these. I am so sorry. So many other different kinds of things that I cannot pronounce. And then we have our different chicken options. We have tandoori chicken, tandoori lamb. We also have Kerala fish curry and butter chicken. And then over here we have all of our toppings. We have a cucumber salad and something and kinpira, carrot kinpira. We have red onion salad. We also have tomato onion raita, mango chutney, mint chutney, and cucumber raita. Very interesting. I can't wait to try some of this. Okay, so I do apologize that it took me this long to get inside Mowgli's, but as you guys know, there are just so many different food options over here, and typically when I wake up in the morning, I'm either having breakfast or I'm skipping breakfast and I'm having lunch, so it kind of, you know, throws my schedule off a little bit, but the point is, we're here, we're finally trying it, and I don't have a little bit of everything because there was a lot to choose from over there, but I do have quite a few things to try. I went for the vegetable rice, and I have a couple of things of chicken curry over here, and I think I also have some of the fish curry as well. I have some lamb, I have some tandoori chicken, I have some cauliflower, I have some mixed vegetables, I have some garlic naan, and then I have a couple of chutneys over here as well to sample. So I've heard some really good things about this place. I'm actually kind of sad that I waited until the very last day to try this place out, but you know, better late than never. So let's go ahead and give things a try. Okay, I am absolutely blown away by all the food I just had. Everything was amazing. Definitely on the spicier side though, so make sure you guys are aware of that. Just about everything that I ate has some level of spice in it, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. It definitely helped enhance the flavor of everything. Honestly, so good. So I didn't mention this, but this is an Indian themed restaurant, and I love all the details that are inside of here. The woodwork around the portholes, the artwork that's behind me, the interior design, the music that's playing, it all helps just enhance the vibes of everything in here. You are having a culinary experience inside this restaurant, and I love that it's one of the few places that are opened very, very late. So it stays open until midnight, which is insane, absolutely insane. And then of course we have Grandma Talas kitchen across the way over there. Everything so good. I definitely recommend coming to Mowgli's. You won't regret it. So as you guys can see, the Disney Adventure has no shortage of food options, guaranteed to please any member of the family. The only place I neglected to try was the Pizza Planet Grab and Go on the upper deck, but from what I heard, the pizza was pretty mid and wasn't really worth your time when there are so many other fantastic options for food on board. I want to thank you all so much for watching today's video all the way until the very end. Let me know in the comments below which restaurants intrigued you the most and which are you most excited to try on your next Disney Adventure sailing. As always guys, please leave a like if you enjoyed and subscribe if you are new around here and you want to see more content like this in the future. I hope you are all having a wonderful day, morning, afternoon, and evening, and I will see you guys in the next video.